Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today, I'm going to share a story that isn't just about one person, it's about all of us. It's about the truth of human nature, a truth we see and feel every day, but rarely try to truly understand. Have you ever wondered if people are really the same inside as they seem on the outside? Or if there's a whole different world going on inside them that no one sees? This story will change the way you look at people, and maybe even help you understand yourself better. So, let's get started. The story begins with a little kid who comes into this world completely pure and innocent. No tricks, no selfishness, no fear, just feeling. If he feels love, he smiles. If he feels pain, he cries. To him, everyone is good, and every relationship is genuine. But as he grows up, his world starts to change. He's taught what's right and wrong, how to speak, how to act, who to trust, and who to keep distance from. Slowly, he learns. But the real lessons don't come from books. They come from people. He sees that people say one thing, but do another. He notices that telling the truth often gets him scolded, while liars sometimes get away with it. A question starts to form inside him. Is it really necessary to be good? This is when human nature begins to take shape. As the story goes on, the kid goes to school. He makes friends, but also faces comparisons. Everything is measured in numbers, and people are constantly compared to one another. He notices some friends laugh with him, but talk behind his back. Some help him, while others try to bring him down. Slowly, he realizes not every smile is sincere. He starts observing people, trying to figure out who truly cares and who's just pretending. But the real turning point comes when his closest friend betrays him. The person he trusted the most turns against him. That day, something inside him breaks. He understands that human nature isn't that simple. People aren't just good or bad. They change depending on the situation. This is the truth everyone slowly comes to realize. Now the kid is grown and done with school. He steps into the real world, where there are no clear rules. Only one thing matters: results. If you succeed, people respect you. If you fail, no one listens to your story. His struggles begin, trying for jobs, facing rejection again and again. Every failure breaks him a little inside. He wonders if there's something wrong with him. But gradually, he understands this world isn't always fair. Luck and timing often matter more than hard work. He becomes more practical. He learns not to trust everyone, but also realizes not everyone is bad. Some people are genuinely good, giving without expecting anything in return. But recognizing them isn't easy. This is the struggle everyone faces in life. He starts changing himself. He learns from his mistakes and tries to improve. He understands that to move forward, he has to become stronger. And that's when his mindset begins to shift completely. Instead of blindly trusting every relationship, he starts trying to understand everything. He doesn't just listen anymore, he observes. People's words, their behavior, their intentions all slowly become clear to him. He realizes there's always a reason behind every person's actions. Nobody is good or bad without a reason. Every decision hides some experience. But the real challenge has just begun. Now, he wants to achieve something big. There's a fire inside him, a desire to do something different. But the path isn't easy. He works, learns, falls, and gets back up. Every day brings a new challenge. Sometimes he doubts if he's on the right track, but he never stops. That's when he discovers another truth. In life, Everyone fights alone. People stay with you only when things are going well. When troubles come, they slowly drift away. Seeing this doesn't break him. It makes him stronger. He starts trusting himself more than others. Gradually, his hard work starts paying off. Small opportunities come his way. People who once ignored him now start noticing him. But the story isn't over yet. It's reaching a new phase. As he moves forward, the competition grows. Hard work alone isn't enough. Now being smart matters too. He understands being a good person isn't enough. You have to be strong too. He changes his thinking. He starts making decisions based on understanding the situation, not emotions, but logic. Yet deep down, his old self is still alive. He wants to believe in truth, wants people to be as they appear. But the world keeps teaching him otherwise. Then one day, a big opportunity comes along. An opportunity that could change his whole life. He takes it without fear, puts all his energy into it, works day and night, not caring what others think or say. And finally, he succeeds. It's the first time he truly feels his hard work has paid off. People start recognizing him. Those who ignored him before now try to talk to him. That's when he realizes another truth. People value you when you have something to show for yourself. His life is changing. He has a name, recognition, and slowly, money too. But something else changes too. People's behavior. Now people don't stick around because he's a good person, but because he's successful. This bothers him deep down. He wonders, are people really like this? Or does the situation make them this way? That question makes him think deeply. He starts understanding things on a whole new level. He knows human nature isn't fixed. It changes every day, with every circumstance. The same person might be your best friend one day and hurt you the next. Now, he doesn't judge people. He tries to understand them. He knows everyone fights battles inside that aren't visible from the outside. This understanding is what sets him apart. Now he's not just chasing success, he's trying to understand life. His thinking reaches a whole new level. He no longer thinks only about himself, but tries to see how the whole world works. He used to take everything personally, but now he understands not everything is about him. He views people's actions from their perspective. If someone treats him badly, he doesn't react immediately. He thinks maybe there's a reason behind it. This mindset makes him different from others. He becomes emotionally stronger. Things that used to bother him now don't affect him as much. He learns to ignore negativity. But that doesn't mean he's insensitive. He still feels things but has learned to control his emotions. And that skill is what's taking him forward. His life starts becoming stable. Work goes well, his reputation grows, and people begin to respect him. But the story isn't over yet, because now the real test is about to begin. He has everything he ever wanted. But the question is he truly happy inside? He starts asking himself, is this the life I wanted? This question sends him on a new journey. Now he starts exploring his inner world more than the outside one. He wants to understand what a person really wants. Is money everything, or is there something more important? Slowly, he realizes the real battle isn't outside, it's within. A person's biggest weakness is their own mind. It can lift them up or drag them down. He begins observing his thoughts. He starts understanding how his decisions are made and why he reacts differently in some situations. This understanding makes him more mature. He no longer judges people instantly. He knows everyone behaves according to their experiences. If someone's been hurt in life, they might act the same way. If someone has always received love, they naturally tend to be good. But that doesn't mean people can't change. He now understands people always have a choice. They can rise above their past or get stuck in it. And that's where true character shows. He starts seeing those around him with fresh eyes. He knows everyone is right in their own way. What's right for one might be wrong for another. This diversity is what makes the world complex. He gains clarity in life. He knows what he wants and what he doesn't. He no longer lives to impress others. He lives for himself, and that's his biggest victory. But the story still isn't finished, because life always throws new challenges. Now, a moment is coming that will test all his understanding. A moment where he has to decide whether to stick to his principles or change according to the world. This is when his real test begins. He faces a situation where he must choose between his values and his advantage. One path is quicker, using a little cunning to get ahead fast. The other path is honest, but will take longer. The question is, which path will he choose? The old version of him might have taken the easy route without thinking, but he's changed now. He's not just looking at results. He's asking what kind of person he wants to become. In the end, he chooses the path of truth. It wasn't an easy decision. Many times he wondered if he made the wrong choice. He saw those taking shortcuts getting ahead. He realized sometimes the wrong people win. But still, he didn't stray from his path, because he understood real victory isn't outside, it's inside. Slowly, his hard work paid off again. This time, his success was not just external but internal too. He felt proud of himself. He no longer needed anyone else's approval, and that was his biggest achievement. Now the story reaches its final stage. By 2026, he had completely transformed. He wasn't naive anymore, but he wasn't hard and cold either. He found balance. He knew when to be soft and when to be strong. He knew whom to trust and whom to keep distance from. Now, he didn't react immediately to people. He understood them, analyzed them, then decided. That was his maturity. He no longer tried to change others. He understood everyone is on their own journey, and each path is different. But one thing he did do, he worked every day to become a better version of himself. And that's what truly changed his life. If we sum up this whole story in one line, the truth about human nature is, people change. They change with time. They change with circumstances. They even change with their own benefit. But everyone has a choice. To be a slave to their circumstances, or to become so strong that circumstances can't change them. And that's the real difference. Now the question is, what kind of person do you want to be? The one who changes with every situation, or the one who sticks to their values? That choice is yours. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of this story. So friends, if you liked this story, if you learned something from it, make sure to share it with your friends, because this isn't just a story, it's a mirror where everyone can see themselves. See you in the next video with a new story. Till then, keep understanding yourself and keep observing this world carefully, because the more you understand, the stronger you become. And remember, changing the world is hard, but changing yourself is in your hands. And when you change yourself, your whole world changes. Thank you.